Now, one of the very worst kind of mistakes that link builders or backlinkers can make, and the troubling thing about this particular mistake is that it can be quite accidental, quite unintentional, and to be honest, we've all kind of been there on this mistake. So there's certainly no shame in it. And this error concerns the particular URL variation that you've been using in building backlinks to your articles, be they ezine articles, Go articles, etc., all to specific money sites. And the thing is, as internet marketers, we're usually kind of completely swamped with all of the different tasks that we want to accomplish and sites and articles that we're managing and looking at different affiliate promotions, different clickbank products to possibly promote and so on. And as a consequence of all that, we tend to get quite overwhelmed with information overload and so on. And as a result, it's very, very easy for us to look at this quite tiny yet extremely significant detail in link building. And the detail is this. It concerns the way that Google sees different variations of what humans see as effectively the same page. So what do I mean? Well, if we have been backlinking to both www.mydomain.com and www.mydomain.com/, Google will actually see those as two different distinct URLs. And effectively what that means is that you've been building backlinks to two websites, and the link power, the link juice going there has actually been split at least in two. And if there are other variations that you've been using, and I have seen this on quite a few sites that I've analyzed of other internet marketers, if, for example, you've been adding in and leaving out www, or adding index.html or index.htm, effectively what you're doing is diluting and diffusing and spreading those seemingly same those backlinks to seemingly the same site, but in fact you may as well have been building them to quite literally different domains, because Google just does not see them as the same, unfortunately. So as you can see, that's quite a serious problem. So if you've been doing link building to particular articles or sites for 3 months, 6 months, or even a couple of years, it's very, very easy to get distracted. You might have different outsources. You might have done some link building yourself. You may not be using the same notepad file for your HTML or BB code. Any variety of a bunch of different reasons, and as a result, you've been massively undermining your own backlinking efforts. So from there, the big question for all of us is, firstly, how can we check if we've actually been mixing up the URL versions and changing punctuation marks, or inadvertently sending backlink power to a range of different sites, even though they're actually the same domain and the same page? How can we check that? More importantly, how can we fix it? Can we fix it? Well, in a lot of cases we can fix that, but firstly it's really important to check if you do in fact have a problem site. The good news is that once you obviously fix that particular mistake, and in some cases that's a very straightforward and very fast fix, then you suddenly will find that you have a lot more link power to the particular page that you always intended to target with all of those backlinks. So the place to find out how you can firstly diagnose your website and then look at possible solutions is to visit us over at backlinksforum.com, and you can see the web address there at the bottom of the screen. And that's a fairly new forum that Tom Goodwin and I have set up, where all sorts of free tactical discussions going on about backlinking and moving up from page one to number one on Google organic search results, various backlinking software tools and how to get the best out of them. There are a whole bunch of discussions and training videos and very helpful information for not just this particular problem, but many problems that we link builders kind of face. So I think you'll see a link over on the right hand side. That's at the YouTube screen. A little bit different for Meta Cafe. But if you go over to that website, or you can also visit my blog at terrykyle.net, my new blog there, you can find out information about exactly how to diagnose this pretty deadly, to be honest, pretty deadly backlinks mistake, and actually how to go about fixing it quite fast.